talked to you Friday night, about 8 seconds after the game ended.
Yeah.
I got the sense it hadn't quite sunk in yet. Has it sunk in over the weekend?
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. It's it's great, great opportunity for our school, great opportunity for our program. It was a great team win last Friday night. Kids are excited about this week, the opportunity of practicing in the month of December and getting to play in Super 6 weekend. And they're excited to be looking forward to playing for a state title.
You pour so much into one game, and obviously with the semifinal, how do you get them refocused now to let them know that there's still another big one?
Yeah, well, we definitely addressed that in the locker room Friday night after the game. I don't think that's going to be an issue. Our kids, it's not like they just woke up a week ago and wanted to play for a state title. They've wanted this for a long time, so I don't think that'll be an issue at all.
When you replay the final plays from Friday night, amazed that you're facing 2nd and 31 and you still find a way to get the win?
Yeah, and that just goes to show you what type of kids we have, what type of players they are. They didn't stop at any point Friday night. Did they not stop playing or not stop believing? I'm real proud of the way they finished that game.
Yeah, you mentioned you weren't going to drive down to Mingo the next day.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've had a chance to take a little bit look at them.
Yeah, we had one game film on them from Herbert Hoover, from when we played Hoover in the first round. Very athletic. Honestly, they kind of remind us of us maybe a year or two ago offensively.
That's what I was going to bring up.
With their sets.
Type of quarterback Jeremy Dillon is. You've pretty much had a quarterback like that your entire career.
He's got a touch of Logan and Kyle built into him. He's a tall kid. My goodness, he's like 6'4", 6'5". So we've seen film on before. Watched it again over the weekend. We'll get some more tape from Coach Yogi Kender today, and we'll start putting stuff down on paper for the kids. But very athletic team, aggressive on defense. It was what you would expect your opponent to be when you reach this level and play for a state title. So, but the only thing we can control is ourselves. So we're not going to change anything. We're not going to change practice. We're not going to change the film that we release and watch for the kids. We're not going to change weightlifting this week. It's week 14, and we'll go from there and get everything sewn up and go up there and play Friday.
Jake's had such an amazing year. Stills brothers had such great years. Michael Toothman is so underrated that he's become not underrated.
Yeah.
Bryson is one of the most athletic kids in the state. Past 2 weeks, you've had, and you've talked throughout the season about some of the younger guys, but you go back to the Weir game and see everything that Antonio did.
Yeah.
And then the kid who's kind of
Pittman.
Forgotten what Pittman did on that touchdown. I mean, you've got these young kids stepping up in the biggest games of the year.
Those guys, they worked hard all summer. They worked hard all fall. They pay attention to detail. They've watched and learned from the upperclassmen, and they have heart. You spoke of Antonio Parsons and Jacob Pittman, 2 tremendous young men, and they've each found ways to contribute to their football team this year. And Jake had some big catches Friday night against Bridgeport. Antonio came in and played good defense. Antonio played great defense the week before against Weir. So that's what football's all about. I mean, it's all about bringing those young guys up and coaching them and turning them loose. And we've got some kids that's done that the last few weeks, all season.
Obviously, know a lot more about Mingo when you really get into the film study, but what they can do in the run and the pass, how big of a test is this for both ends of your defense on the front end and the back end?
Probably more on the tail end. We got some young guys back there. We've done some shuffling around with Bryson. Talon's going to be, it's my belief Talon's going to be all right to go Friday night. It should be a good ball game. I'm not worried about us in the box. I'm not worried about our defensive line or our linebackers. What we got to coach up on and calm them down is the 4 young DBs we got back there. And we just talked. Antonio's come a long ways. Rhett Hessen's played lights out all year. So and then the Posies. So all 4 of those guys right there have played real well for us, and I don't see an issue. This game all comes down to execution, and so we're just week 14.
Talked about how this squad has been in the playoffs 4 years in a row. Have you kind of been building towards this, and did you, in the back of your mind, think, okay, this is maybe the senior class that could get you guys over the hump?
We went to the semis last year. We knew, with the firepower we were losing, and Dom and Nicky and Joe Leone and Mike Newsom, we knew our offense was going to take a look differently this year. But that's been our goal since losing last November to Bridgeport, was to get back to the semis. And once we got there, was to win it. So, hey, we're here now, so we might as well win it.
You said the city of Fairmont deserves this.
Yeah. Of course, it's been 35 years since Fairmont Senior played for a state title. It's been 70 years since they won a state title. Our soccer teams won a state title. Our basketball teams won a state title. Our cross-country teams won a state title. It's time for football to step up and put one on the shelf.
You've been asked this question 1,000 times, over the course of the season. And probably asked it 100 times this week, in regards to Jake. Has it changed anything this week? I mean, as far as just like being able to step back and, as his dad and say, wow, my son is in the state title game, or do you still have to treat it as like he's just one of my other 55 sons?
I had a coach call me yesterday and told me to enjoy the week with Jake, but I'm the head coach and he's the quarterback, so that's the way. From 3 to 6, that's the way it'll be handled. And we get home at night, we'll talk some things over, but I'm not going to do a disservice to the rest of the football team. I mean, all 55 kids are my boys, so we're just going to be going back to work like usual.